Hello everyone, this is another video from the online guide on a bot constructor in Telegram, Menu Builder bot. For those who haven't watched the previous videos, we strongly recommend to start over and watch. The link will be in the description. To find the Menu Builder in Telegram, you can use global search. To do this, in the right upper corner, press corresponding icon and type Menu Builder bot. And we are starting. In this overview video, we will introduce the basic controls of the constructor, its menus and editors. The constructor's menu is available in several languages. At the moment, it's English, Russian and partially Spanish. In the future, the menu and messages will be translated into many other languages. When you first enter the constructor, menu will be in English. The languages are easily switched by commands. Commands can be taken in the first message that appears after pressing start, or they can be directly entered using the keyboard. List of currently available commands for changing the languages are on the screen. For sake of this tutorial, let's change the language to Spanish. As you can see, all menus and messages are in Spanish now. But we will continue in English, so let's switch back to this language. Below, you can see 4 buttons. Those are the controls for the bot and for the creation of its menu. These 4 buttons are visible only to the bot's creator and to the edit administrators. We will talk about administrators in one of the following videos. As you have already noticed, except for the admin buttons, there is no menu in our bot, and Menu Builder kindly informs us about this. I strongly recommend reading all the bot's messages, and the longer the message, the more important information is there. In these messages, we have tried to give the most complete explanations, so even the new people have no difficulty working with the constructor. As you know, bots are different. They can perform completely different functions and have different management interfaces. At the moment, we will only talk about the bots with the menus. It means that controls in such bots are buttons, as well as commands which can be sent directly to the chat with the bot. It means all the communications with the bot are going through the chat. More details about what bots are and how they work, we either have already reviewed or will review in our introduction video on this channel. The link will be in the description as well as in the recommendations for this video. The Menu Builder constructor allows you to create bots with the menu. To create the menu, it has controls in the form of buttons, so-called editors. With the help of editors, you can create your first bot in just a few steps. In this video, we will give you just a general idea about the menu of the constructor and the principles of its functioning. So, the main editors are button editor, post editor, and the balance. Although there is no prefix editor next to the balance, but it's also an editor. It's a variable editor. We will talk about what variables are and how they can be used in a separate video. In addition to the 3 editors buttons, admin button is also present in the menu. At this time, we will quickly go through the admin of the bot, because we're planning to devote a separate video for this subject. Let's start with it. Press admin. The main controls of your bot are collected in the admin, as well as controls for interaction with your users. Mailing button will allow you to send messages to the users of your bot. Using the message for start button, you can add the post that will be shown as the first one immediately after user presses the start button. The referral button will give you the opportunity to create your own referral links that you can use to advertise your bot on the third-party resources and social networks. Using these links, you can track the number of users who came through them and accordingly assess the quality of advertising company. The statistics button will show you the basic statistics of your bot. In menu builder constructor, there is also advanced statistics. There are more data in it, and you can even share this data with your users. We will talk about advanced statistics in a separate video. The advertising button generally deserves a separate big conversation. Now I'll just say that there is an advertisement market in your bot. This market will allow you to voluntarily receive external advertising and make money on it. You can also earn money by inviting advertisers. But we'll talk about this in one of the following videos. Extensions. As you can tell by the name, various functions and their plugins that allow you to expand capabilities of your bot are gathered here. They can help you to turn your bot absolutely into anything you want. Each menu builder account has its own set of wallets. You can see the balance and top up those wallets here. All the money you earn, for example on the advertisement market, will be shown here. Those funds can be both withdrawn and used inside the bot. Button variables. Here you will find all the variables that you have created in the bot. For those who doesn't know what it is, variables are some kind of containers for storing data. Separate video will be dedicated to talk about the variables. The settings button, containing the settings of your bot. There are already quite large number of them, and we will also go deeper into details in a separate video dedicated to the settings of the bot. So let's go back to the main menu and look at the remaining 3 buttons. To do this, press Exit Admin. So let's start from the balance. The menu builder constructor is one of the few where ability to create the balance is initially present, and probably the only one which allows you to create it for free. The balance here is natively present and accessible from the very beginning by absolutely everyone. And this button is the editor, which allows you to manage the balances of your users. As you can see, the balance can be get, changed and set. Each of these buttons performs its function to manage the balance of your users. In addition to the direct changing of the balance in this editor, you can also assign a referral bonus. The referral bonus is the bonus that occurred to the user who invited another user by his referral link. We haven't talked about this yet, but menu builder constructor can also create your own referral system, and it's also free. The referral bonus can automatically come to the balance of your users if you set it up in this editor. The user can also be notified about the change of its balance. There is a separate setting to do it. We'll finish with the balance editor at this point. Details on how to use it will be described in a separate video. We move into the main menu by pressing Exit Balance. The next editor you will encounter the most often is the buttons editor. This editor is used to create the menu and control its individual buttons. Let's go there and see. It looks pretty simple. It has only one main control, Add Button. What this button is used for, you can tell by its name. It allows you to create buttons for the menu. For editing each separate button, there is a separate settings editor. More about how all this works will be described in a literally next video. In order to exit this button editor, you need to press Stop Editor button. However, in the most case scenario, a new button is immediately added with a message. To make it easier, you can change the mode in which constructor works and go directly to the message editor, right here, without leaving the buttons editor. Let's do so. The last editor for today's overview is the post editor. In general, the post editor looks something like the buttons editor. However, it allows you to add messages by pressing Add Message button. This editor also has ability to go directly to the buttons editor, but at this time, let's exit the editor using Stop Editor button. Here we're gonna finish this overview video. In the following videos, we will talk in more details about each of the constructor's elements. Watch the following videos. The address of menu builder constructor in Telegram is already on your screen. If you like to know about updates on the channel, press subscribe. If you like to be informed about every new video, press notify.